What's up, guys? So the SCG tournament just happened this last weekend, and a lot of deck lists were posted, and we got a really big and clear idea of what the meta is going to be looking like. And there was one deck in particular that kind of stood out to me that I saw multiples of, and so we had to make one of our own, and that was Naya Adventures. Hear the intro? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we have a Naya Adventures list for you. And I chose to run Naya today because, like I said in the intro, the SCG tournament happened over this weekend, and a lot of different Naya lists have been popping up, and people have been performing fairly well with this deck. So I thought to myself, we had to make one of our own, turn it into a best of one version, and see what we can do with it. And if you're new here, we're gonna talk about the deck, break down the cards, and then get into some gameplay footage, and then at the end wrap it up with some final thoughts on how we thought the deck performed and maybe some things we would change. But if you haven't already, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I just ask if you could take a moment to do so. It's a free way to help boost the channel up and get us out to more people, and helps the algorithm and all that good stuff. So if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so. And if you hit that little bell, you'll be notified anytime we post a video, which is anywhere between 2 to 3 times a week. So be sure to do that so you don't miss out on any future decks. All right. Let's talk about it. Like I said, this is all about adventure as the main core and the main engine of this deck, because we all know how insanely good adventures is. And typically you see a lot of Gruul adventure these days, and you see, some teamer adventures, but we're into Naya now. And why are we into Naya now? Because of Showdown of the Skalds. Showdown of the Skalds is a very good, saga card that helps generate a lot of value in cards. If you haven't seen this card played yet, essentially what it does is it has 3 sagas to it, and the first saga, you're going to exile the top 4 cards of your library. Those cards are going to be now playable up until the following turn is over. And so after you've played those cards and they're exiled up to saga 2 and 3, you're going to start putting 1/1 counters on a target creature you control for every spell you start to play. So what that means is we want to get a lot of little creatures out on the battlefield, right? And we typically want to play Showdown of the Skalds on turn 5 or higher. And the reason being is because we only get to keep those cards in exile up until our next turn. And so if we play Showdown of the Skalds on turn 4 and we happen to draw 3 lands, we're not going to get the full value out of the card. We want to make sure we play the card and we're able to play a land off of it right away. And then we can start generating value. There's a lot of 1-drops in our deck as well, so we can actually start making some plays right away as well. And that way we get the full value out of this card, and no cards are really wasted. Some other really good white cards that are adventure that pair well with this is Shepherd of the Flock. Shepherd of the Flock is able to bounce a target permanent you control back to your hand. So that's kind of our way of, kind of like a janky Yorion, a cheap Yorion, to bounce this back to our hand and have it played again and getting ultimate value out of it, repetitive value out of it. And then it also has the creature side of a 3/1, which is an adventure card, which only helps us down the road. We'll see, because we have Edgewall Innkeeper. But sticking to the white sources is Giant Killer. We have 2 Giant Killers. This is one of my favorite cards. Unfortunately, I wish I could run 4, but it just wouldn't make sense in this meta. But you get to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater at instant speed, which can hit a lot of things. A lot of people are playing a lot of go over the top bigger decks. So destroying a creature with target power 4 or greater is typically not that hard, but there are some matchups like mono red, mono white, rogues. It's not going to be that good. So that's why we're running 2. But there is that other side of the card where you can play it as a 1/2 creature and then tap another creature down to get through if they have a blocker that you need to tap down and get through, or if it has they have an attacker that you can't quite deal with, you can continually tap it down, which is really nice continual value. And on to our green sources. So up first is the Edgewall Innkeeper. This is kind of the engine of our deck. It obviously fuels us every single time we play an adventure spell. What's great about this card is it's whenever you cast an adventure creature, you get to draw a card, not when it resolves. So it doesn't necessarily have to resolve. It can be countered and we still get to draw a card off of this. So that makes the Edgewall Innkeeper fantastic. You have to kind of have it in every single adventure deck, if we're being completely honest. Then we have the Lovestruck Beast combo with that, kind of the old 1-2 punch. It has the side where it says, you have the adventure, create a 1/1, and then the 5/5 body on the other side that can only attack whenever you have a 1/1 on the field. which plays really well with the Edgewall Innkeeper, believe it or not, because it's a 1/1. So that's a big 1/2 combo that you see everywhere. And then of course we're running adventure, so you got to have Bonecrusher Giant to hit our stomps and also draw us cards to play the creature side. And this is also really good because it deals 2 damage whenever it's targeted, which is awesome. Which brings me to my next card, Snakeskin Veil. Love this card. This card is the one card I think we're going to talk about at the end as far as the amount that we're running in the deck. I'm starting out with 4 because I just love the card. I think it's fantastic, and I think it does some really cool things, and there's a lot of removal and control going around in the meta. So being able to play it for 1 instant spell, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature and give it hexproof seems fairly amazing, right? The only problem is in our deck, synergy wise, is for us at least, our situation, we had to play it on our Bonecrusher Giant, and I had to do it in play testing as well, and it never seemed to fall on the ones that we wanted it to. And so the Bonecrusher Giant, if we target it ourselves with the 1/1, we actually deal 2 damage to ourselves. So there's a little bit of a synergy issue there. Very minor, not that big of a deal, but could be pretty big in some clutch situations. So I don't like that. And then there were some times that we had it in our hand and it was just not the matchup for us. Kind of like the Giant Killer. If we're up against a deck that doesn't have a whole lot of removal against us, but they're trying to go wider than us or whatever it may be, Snakeskin Veil, not great. So more situational than I thought, but we'll talk about that at the end and maybe talk about maybe some things we've changed about it. But these are going to be 2 cards that I added myself from a list that I found, and that's Klothys. To kick it off, we have 2 Klothys, and the reason I have this in the deck is to tech against rogues. Rogues are still out there, unfortunately. They're everywhere, and so Klothys is a great way to deal with them because you get to exile cards from graveyards, and when you do, you're dealing continuous damage. It's an enchantment that's indestructible, so hard to deal with, and there are times that this will become a creature and you'll be able to attack with it as well. And then 2 Embercleaves was something I added to on the end, and I think it's just because I really want this deck to be more aggressive than anything. I've seen a couple henge versions of this deck, and I think that with the Skalds and the Edgewall Innkeeper, it's more than enough card advantage, and so I chose to go with the Embercleave. And then we also have 3 Goldspan Dragons, the new card that everyone's been talking about. It's fantastic. I don't know what else to say about this card. It generates, 2 mana as soon as you play it. Basically, if it gets targeted or you attack with it, it generates 2 mana. You can't find something like that these days, and that thing is so good. And it's a 4/4 haste flyer, so really good body attached to it. So gotta have 3 of those in here, maybe even 4 at some point. We might have to up that to 4, but that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy this list. It's, like I said, super powerful. We did really well today on the ladder. I think we did drop 1 game. You'll see it's kind of annoying, but it happens. But the lands here are here for you if you want to take a look, but I'm not going to go through them. Also, there's a deck list down below in the description. If you just copy that, import it into the Magic the Gathering Arena game, you can just go ahead and copy the deck right there, and it's all there for you. All the lands, so that's it. We're going to wrap it up here, and then we're going to get into some gameplay footage. After that, we're going to wrap it up with some final thoughts. One last piece of information is that our Twitch link is down below in the description. You can give that a follow if you'd like, but I think we're going to actually, starting today, this is coming out on Wednesday, so today will be, I think, my first YouTube stream ever. I plan on it going pretty well, better than Twitch, so I'm going to go and probably be sticking to that, just so you know, in the future. But I'm not giving up the Twitch yet until I kind of have a full idea of how this is going to play out. But maybe hopefully see you guys later today on YouTube going live. So until next time, guys, enjoy the gameplay footage, and we'll catch you here back at the end. Peace. All right, here we go. We're in a bit of a rush here on the recording. We're getting down to the last wee bit hours here, but I really want to get a video out today, tomorrow, Wednesday, for you guys. So gonna be trying my best here. We're gonna be doing a Naya. Obviously, you guys can see we're doing Naya Adventures. That's not the hand. This is pretty good. This is better. We can get rid of the Embercleave. Don't need that right now. Temple down. Let's go and scry. Snakeskin Veil, not great without a creature, so let's go ahead and put that away. Yeah, so we're in a little bit of a rush, so don't mind any misplays that may or may not occur here. All right, let's put that down. Let's go for red. We got a lot of green down here, so red's good. And then we'll throw this down for white next turn, and we're good to go. Maybe even throw down the Klothys, but maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, Klothys not good here, just because they didn't play anything, nothing in the graveyard yet, so this is fine. You know, on second thought, I should have swung in with that 1/1 there. They're not going to want to trade that Death Toucher for the 1/1 just because Lovestruck Beast here, they probably feel pretty threatened about. All right, we're going to play Klothys first before we play the Skalds. The reason being is because we want to get full value out of the Skalds, right? We want to get full value when we play it. That way we can play a land off of the Skalds as well. Oh no, Binding of the Gods hits my Lovestruck. I'm happy to trade with that Viper all day long. We have some targets now, so let's go with the Viper. That feels pretty good. Skalds comes down. Yeah, that felt pretty good, being able to get some graveyard effects now. All right, the Flock. All right, we hit an Edgewall Innkeeper. Love that. Love that. They do get a little bit of ramp here. Unfortunate, but still fine. We could shepherd the Flock of the Skalds back into our hand. Play even another Skalds on the next turn too, which is great. But not a whole lot of value in that play, so I'm not sure about it yet. Let's see. See how we want to do this. So we drew another Klothys, probably the worst possible draw we could have had. Let's go ahead and pop this back to the hand. Play the other Skalds. Edgewall Innkeeper becoming an actual serious threat. Play the green source. And Edgewall Innkeeper now, a heavy hitter. But do we attack with this is the question, because we can draw cards off of it, right? I say we don't. I say I'm happy to block. I'm happy to block their Blightfang because their Blightfang's the only thing really doing anything for them right now. Yeah, I'm happy to block there. Oh, they choose not to do that though. All right, fair enough. We'll take the 6. Yep, we'll eat that up. 2 and 2. Lovestruck Beast down, and then we won't get the Goldspan Dragon, so I think the Goldspan Dragon has to come down, unfortunately. We lose the Lovestruck, which kind of sucks because we don't get the card draw off of it. Yeah, but I think Goldspan's better here. If I'm being completely honest, I think Goldspan's better. Let's play this and drop in a Flock. I think that's fine. We go over the top. Let's put some pressure on our opponent here. Now we have some mana too, which is great. We have some mana to work with. So we can actually bounce something, or we can even play I mean, we could have played the Flock, is what I mean, but bouncing something could be good here, depending on if they want to try to kill something of ours. Or we can even bounce our Skalds again, but we have 2 more Skalds in hand, so I don't know if I want to waste a bounce on that. Opponent plays Lurrus with nothing in the graveyard thanks to our Klothys eating it up, so that feels good. Ooh, but they did find some more cards there with the Mire Triton. Very nice. And they're going to find even more. Wow. Pretty solid play. Pretty solid play. I will be blocking these. I'll definitely be blocking these. How do I want to do this, though, is the question. I think getting rid of the Vorinclex is obviously the optimum way to go. But we can't kill the Blightfang, unfortunately. So kill that and kill that. I think that's the best play for us here. All right, my turn. Do we bounce anything? No, just say go. All right, Giant Killer would have been nice last turn. Giant Killer would have been phenomenal last turn. Shoot, we lost our Edgewall, so that's not good. Do we Skalds again, maybe? That leaves us with what, 3 mana? So we can potentially find ourselves, I don't know. We could potentially find ourselves Edgewall. No Edgewall. Very nice. We do find another Goldspan Dragon though. That's pretty sweet. But I think we need a big body here. Big body to block with. Right? Get Goldspan a little bigger. That activates our Klothys. Wow, honestly, did not realize that was that close to being popped. So that's pretty sweet. And then this could be relevant for sure. But so could the ability to kill something. I don't know what to do here. I think we go Giant Killer. But the problem now lies with the fact that we can't kill a Vorinclex if it comes down. I could return it to hand and then kill it, but that's not enough mana to do that. 7 over the top. Create another token. And end turn. Alright, that was a lot going on there. I can't lie. I might have even been like mouth wide open, full concentration mode, looking silly, but had to do it. We had to figure it out, the best line to take. I still don't think we took the best line, but I still think we got the W here. All right, they're gonna go for it, huh? They're just gonna try to race. Seems strange. All right. This has indestructibility, right? And this can't attack. We do lose Klothys as a creature though, but we get it right back with this next Goldspan Dragon, so. Actually, we lose a Skalds, so we might not actually get it back. We'll see. We'll see. We do get to eat up their graveyard a little bit more. They gained a little bit of life there. That's tough. That's tough. All right, let's eat up you. Gain some life, deal some damage. All right, and then Temple is just not what I want to be playing right now. Another Goldspan Dragon for sure I want to play. For sure. Right? Double down on the counters too, which is awesome. Thank God the Vorinclex is gone. And I think we can just win this with getting counters, right? Let's see. I think we've already won because we have another Goldspan Dragon actually, so it has haste. Yeah, that's GG's. Ooh, baby, that was a lot going on in that game. A lot of like wild little combinations going on there. Hard to keep up with, but glad we got the W. I really like this deck. I'm a big fan of the Goldspan Dragon. I think it's a really cool card. It's something that I want to play in a lot more decks, but we'll see if we can squeeze it in. Sorry, we had a text message from my wife. She was just going to grab me some food. She wanted to let me know. All right, let's see here. I can deal with this. This is basically Gruul Adventures, like a really good Gruul Adventure start. So I'm a-okay with this. Not okay with that though. That kind of makes me think that we shouldn't go for Edgewall Innkeeper here because it's just going to get stomped, right? So I guess we just dropped the 1/1. Drop the 1/1. Man, we got a full Gruul Adventures hand here. That's pretty wild. That's about as classic as it gets. All right, definitely stomping that. They hit a Goldspan Dragon. Are you out of your mind? All right. Yeah, I think defense is going to be a lot more important than offense here. We'll eventually get to where we need to get to. Let's say go. Hopefully they pump something, but I also don't want them getting another trigger with Robber of the Rich. They hit one Goldspan Dragon there. It's pretty bad. So let's just go straight in for it. Hellhound can't attack. They didn't drop a land. So that feels pretty good. So I think we avoided an entire turn without taking damage. That feels nice. All right, temple down, sweet. It's a white source. Another Lovestruck Beast. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. These big bodies, you can't go wrong with these big defense blockers. So, and then also, if this Edgewall survives, big if, we'll start drawing some cards. Probably not going to survive. Let's be real. Already getting highlighted. There it is. Bonecrusher Giant. Coming in to save the day for Mono Red. Oh, Mono Red. One day we will stop seeing you. But then you'll be back again, I'm sure. Alright. I think we played this Lovestruck. No, we don't need that without a Skalds, I don't think. We'll play this Lovestruck Beast, right? Because it's a big body to block the Hellhound if it gets a land. And then the following turn we can drop the 1/1 and it will be out of Summoning Sickness state and we can start attacking. And they've seen enough. Poor Mono Red did not find their lands. Feels bad, man. Here we go, game number 3. Off to a fantastic start. I knew Naya Adventures would be absolutely overpowered. It's definitely a top meta deck for sure. I really enjoy this one. This is a really decent hand with Edgewall and Lovestruck, but no green sources, so definitely gonna have to mulligan this one. Much better land base. One of these can go. Temple, I think, is good here. And hopefully finding something with an adventure tied to it so Edgewall becomes relevant. No way, are we up against Mono Red again? Part of me wants... yeah, I'm gonna go and do this. There we go. That is solid. That has trample. Shoot, this is such a good card. Wow. It's Gruul, okay. Interesting. Interesting. What a weird little card, huh? What a weird little combination they got going here. Taking a lot of damage early though. Giant Killer is actually really relevant here because it looks like they're just gonna keep pumping this one creature. So let's just put down the 1/1 as fodder. Take the brunt of one little damage, but I don't know. Could be good. Another one. Wow. Giant Killer, have at it. Actually, yeah, you don't need a block. It's just 1 damage. Giant Killer's gonna kill it next turn. We're good. They're investing way too much. Oh, never mind. We found an even better way to kill it. Found an even better way to do this. It's so tricky to invest that much into one creature, man. It really is. Now you're down to 0 mana, 2 axes on the field with no creatures to attach it to. That's the downside to playing something like that. It's fun. I'll give you that. It's definitely fun. But just not the best way to do it. All right, let's go Bonecrusher here. Just hoping for a land, but that's fine. I think we can get one of these in here. I'm not blocking with Edgewall, so if they play another hasty creature, that's fine. We got 2 blockers now. They equip 1 axe. Can they equip the other one, or is it green? How did they do that? I don't know how they equip that, to be honest. That's fine. Definitely play our land, obviously. More land. I mean, it does play our Goldspan. I think if we play the Klothys, is probably the best route because we could start gaining life, but there's not much in the graveyard at the moment, so maybe we just go here. And attack with the 5/5. Yeah, let's put some pressure on. I feel like we can start trying to pull ahead here. I think that's okay. Opponents only got 2 lands down, so there's no Embercleave coming out this turn, that's for sure. But another hasty creature is the other problematic source. There it is. There it is. So how are they attaching that for 1? Whenever there's battlefield attached to target creature, with 9 fire, whenever land attached battlefield, you control a creature gets 2 at a turn. Yeah. Oh, I guess maybe because. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Don't know. All right, we're gonna do this, and we're fine. I'm a-okay with that. Get another edge wall down, and then we also have. Can we just win right here? 5, 6. Yeah, that's lethal. This is lethal. We are gonna beat mono red at their own game with their own weapons. Feels pretty good. If they have a shock, that would suck. Okay. Thank you. At least they took it on. At least they took it on the chin, you know. Good sport. Good sport. Good game. I can appreciate that. I got a little quiet there because I was like, man, if they shock my Edgewall Innkeeper right here, I'm gonna feel so silly. Trying to figure out how I can get that other damage through. But I guess I maybe could have played. No, I couldn't have played Klothys. I could have played the Veil to make it bigger. Yeah, I guess there's options. Had me scared though. I can't lie. Had me a little scared. All right, here we go. Next game. Took down mono red with an Embercleave. How ironic. That was a weird deck though. I appreciate what they were trying to do. I could see in certain matchups how that could be really hard to deal with, but if you deal with that one creature, it's kind of a wrap for them, which is unfortunate. Keep this. Not a great hand. Could get better though. Oh, up against Luris. Didn't even look at that. So rogues, great. Great. We didn't want to see that. Never want to see rogues. All right, they're already highlighting my card. That feels good. Going straight to Fabled Passage, so no crab. Beautiful. Unless they have 2 Fabled Passages and a crab. That tends to happen a lot. Goldspan Dragon could be decent. Could be decent. In there with my little 1/1. Because it can't block any flyers, so. Might as well send it in while we can. Get that 1 point of damage through. Here comes Soaring Thought Thief on the next turn. Okay, they go straight to the Guild Enforcer. Okay, they hit 2 lands though. That's phenomenal for us. I did not need those. I did need those. I definitely needed those. Oh no. I really needed both those cards so bad. Alright, are they swinging? Alright, just one. Just one. They didn't want to make that trade. Okay, not the worst. Not the worst. God, can I just draw something useful though? I mean, I guess we just play this and Skalds. I know I talked about getting the full value out of this card, but I have nothing to do with my 4 mana, so let's just do it. Drown the lock, really? Are you gonna drown the lock on this? Yep. Negate. Might as well be. Might as well be. Wonder how many counters they're running in this deck if they run negate. Probably a lot. Probably a lot of counters. Okay, another Merfolk. Looks like they're missing land drops though. Could be our saving grace. Could definitely work out in our favor if that's the case. No blocks. Goldspan Dragon coming down next turn. Gonna just run through that other Wind Robber, but they're obviously gonna just sack it. But at least in this case, it resolves. That's all I really care about at the moment. But if our opponent has a Drown in the Lock, they could just kill it next turn. Let's create that treasure. And then next turn we could throw down the Embercleave on the Goldspan Dragon. If it survives, of course, but highly unlikely. They were able to mill a couple of really key cards here at the beginning of the game. Both of these would have been really key to us winning this matchup. Klothys especially. So not much we can do about it. They ate that 4 damage. Interesting. I thought for sure they'd block sack with the Wind Robber, but Heartless Act, sure. Get another token. That's kind of nice. Get another treasure token. Some more mana. Mana's good. All right, they are tapped out again. I think if they want to do a race, though, we can definitely race them. I have an Embercleave, so give me something good though, something strong, something to put the Embercleave on. Maybe another Goldspan Dragon. That'd be sweet, eh? That'd be sweet. Giant killer. Not exactly what I was talking about. Let's go here. Get to draw a card though. Get to draw a card, and we could tap down the Enforcer, which is nice later down the road. Or we could just kill the Enforcer. That's also fantastic. And then we can draw another card. All right, things are turning around a little bit here. You're saying there's a chance. That's all I care about. You're saying there's a chance. And then we still have 2 treasure tokens on the field. And we just drew a Snakeskin Veil, which is awesome because we can make whatever it is hexproof that we want to attach our Embercleave to. But there's a caveat. The Embercleave has to resolve without being countered. And I know our opponents only got 2 mana, but that's all they need to make it happen. So hopefully they stay mana screwed. That was not what I wanted to see. A land was actually the last card I wanted to see hit the field. All right, let's see what they do. They swing in, I'm sure, right? Yep. 2 damage through. Sure. We take 2 damage if we Snakeskin Veil our Giant, which is kind of heartbreaking. It'd be kind of cool if these actually cracked for mana or life gain, like a golden egg. That'd be pretty sweet. Another land drop. That's what we were looking for. Fantastic. All right. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. They have something instant speed. That's annoying. Hopefully it's a creature. We can just kind of run through it. So here's the thing. If they drop a creature, I'm actually going to incentivize... Oh, they didn't. I was going to incentivize them to block with Embercleave. I was going to throw down Embercleave before they declared blockers. That way they would be more incentivized to block the Embercleave. But it is what it is. And there's the negate that we were just talking about. Yikes. All right, well, that plan didn't work. That plan didn't work, but we did get a lot of damage through, which is awesome. So we got him pretty far down. Just need to find some more things, like another Goldspan Dragon would be great. Hasty creature. Put him, close to lethal. 4, 5, 6 damage on board. They have 9 left. They drop a crab. Okay. They drop a crab, which is a very good blocker. Did they find a land? Oh, that's the question. No land. Okay. They still want to keep swinging though, huh? All right. Fair enough. They hit a Skalds. I could have really used that. Another Edgewall. I mean, I guess why not? We have nothing else to play. All we ever lands. Tap the crab down. Swing in with the Edgewall and the Bonecrusher because they're going to be incentivized to block the Bonecrusher here. There's no way they're not. They could obviously trade with Edgewall if that's what they want to do, but I doubt that's going to be the case. Heartless Act. All right, we're going to take 2 here. 2 for 2. Snakeskin Veil, making it a 5, and Hexproof. I know we take 2 here, but the fact that our Bonecrusher Giant dealt 2 to them as well is kind of huge. Kind of huge. Now they have to block it. I mean, there's no choice. I mean, they could take it, but probably no other choice but to block it here. Because if they target it again, they're taking another 2. I don't know if they're taking that into account. If they want to like kill it later with another, like drown in the lock or something, they're gonna take another 2. So they have to block it here. That's about what I expected. They take 1 from my Edgewall. And they go. And hopefully we can pull this off. This is at the wire, man. This is coming right down to the wire. At least we were able to make them tap out on our turn. And that way they couldn't flash anything in that had flying. Because that would have put us to lethal. So at least we've got them backing up and not so much us backing up. Oh, Goldspan off the top. Are you kidding? Their mills have been really lucky, that's for sure. Call it a Death Dweller, very nice. Okay, that's a lot of blockers. A lot of blockers. 2 Death Touch creatures, wow. That's a wrap unless I can find something here. I need to find something pretty big. Anything with adventure, I mean, I guess we could draw 2 cards off of it, so that's pretty big. We're taking 1 here. I know it seems like nothing, but that's kind of a big deal. Oh my god, they took an adventure off the top. And we draw a land. They hit a Goldspan Dragon. 6 adventure cards. And I draw a land. Unbelievable. Well, I mean, I guess we could try. See what happens. We can see what happens here. We can kind of debate the hand a little bit like we've got something, but we don't. What will it be? Will they actually let it resolve, or will they draw a card off of it? That becomes the question of the day. Obviously, they're probably just gonna let it happen. Yep. We had to try, though. We had to try. As long as we get 1 more turn here, we don't. That's, yeah, that untaps. GG. That sucks, man. I really wanted to get Rogues bad there. Really wanted to do it to him, but it is what it is. The draws were so unlucky. It is what it is. All right, we definitely got to get 1 more game in here to get that taste out of my mouth of the Rogues. God, dude. Such a good deck still, but you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I'm tired of it. Tired of seeing that card, or those cards. All right, this is pretty good. This is pretty, oh no, are you kidding me? Is this the same person? I think it's the same person. Oh my god, tell me it's not so. Tell me it ain't so. Oh, it's not. I could have swore that was the same name. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, or is this the same person? They just chose a different deck. I don't know. I have to go back and look. Actually, I'm gonna look right now. No, I can't look right now. I'll look after the game. Let's just hold up our Bonecrusher Giant, make it look like we're Gruul. Bonecrusher Giant the face maybe, and then play it for 2 cards. I think that's pretty good. They get to play an additional land. That's pretty good. There's Selesnya, Snow. Get to draw 3 cards here. Wow, this is gonna be pretty good card value, I'd say. We top decked pretty good on this one. I think the game's trying to make up for last game, but we did just top deck 3 lands though, so maybe not. Can't be too upset though. 3 Edgewalls into a Bonecrusher. I mean, can't bounce things back to their hand. That'd be nice. All right, let's go with the Skalds here. All right. Let's go with this and this. swinging with our 4-3. Let's see how they want to block this. They could double block me for sure and kill me, or they take the 4. Okay, sounds good. And then Goldspan Dragon can come down next turn, or we could draw another ton of cards here. Our card value engine here is pretty nutty. I mean, we got a Skalds going, another Skalds in the hand. Lovestruck Beast draws 3 cards. Yikes. What are we, mono blue here? All right, they're gonna fill this battlefield up pretty quickly with all these lands that they're able to play every single turn. That's a big yikes. We get to make things a lot bigger though, which is awesome. So Skalds will be able to pump up a lot of different things here. They get vigilance. That's unfortunate. We don't mind blocking with one of these 1/1s though, because we have plenty of edge walls. Dang, that would have been really nice, but can't use that. Goldspan. And then Lovestruck. That seems pretty good. Let's go with Bonecrusher. And then we play this for red. Goldspan swings in. Bonecrusher swings in. Maybe just Goldspan. Yeah, just Goldspan. And then we play the Lovestruck Beast off of the treasure token that we generated. We get one more 1/1 counter. And we're gonna have to discard here. Definitely gonna discard a plains. All right, that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. We got a full mitt again. Next turn, we get to still continuously pump up our things with the Skalds. They were off to a fantastic start though with this Fell at Our Retreat. They definitely hung in there with us. And now they have Scoot Swarm. Wow. Okay, well, it's gonna come down to our Goldspan Dragon going over the top unless they find something with reach. All we need to do is be able to pump our Goldspan Dragon to what, 7? So 2 spells. We need to cast 2 spells, getting it to a 7, then have it go over the top, and then deal 2 additional damage with our Bonecrusher. Actually, we could just do that right now. And that's game. Good game. I respect the hustle though, man. You almost had me, like, you really did. You had a very cool deck going on. That Fell at Our Retreat was nasty. It was pumping things out quickly. But let me just check this name real quick. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up the video. I'm gonna see if I actually ended up playing this person twice. I think they were the Rogues player, but we'll see. GG's. We'll see you guys at the end of the video. Peace. And that's the games, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I had a pleasure playing this deck. It's very good and easy to kind of comprehend. Sometimes there's can be a lot going on. There's a lot of card value that you're trying to obtain from this deck by playing the Skalds and trying to really squeeze the juice out of the value. And maybe not, it might cause you to make less than optimal plays. So you really do have to kind of use your brain there, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. We're trying to, you know, out card advantage our opponent at the same time, just kind of dealing damage straight to their face and win the game. But like I said, so we're here to talk about how it played and maybe some things we would change. So I really still don't think I want a henge in this deck. I do think that we could drop 2 Snakeskin Veils, maybe just 1, but upwards to 2, and then we could throw in 2 henges and this deck could be pretty bonkers. But I think that's, again, I don't need that much card draw. I feel like there were a couple of times where we had nothing but card draw going on and it was fantastic. So maybe we need a little bit more threats in the deck. I'm just not sure how I want to spin that. But I do think we need to take a couple of Snakeskin Veils out, 1 to 2, and we do need to find a good replacement for it. Maybe even adding in 1 more Giant Killer would be nice. And maybe go 3/3 to really even it out. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. It's always on the deck, how you thought it played. If you guys are going to play it yourselves, I'd love to hear how it works for you. all the comments below help the algorithm, so please, by all means, let's have a conversation. I'm all ears, and I love hearing your ideas and going back and being like, whoa, that's actually a really good idea, and then throwing it in the deck and maybe even trying it. So definitely let me know down below what you guys think. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you're still here and you made it all the way to the end, as always, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing, and you guys help push my videos out to more eyes, so I can't thank you enough for that. It means the world to me. Also, one last thing is the YouTube memberships. There is a KALDHEIM box coming to my house tomorrow, and I think I'll probably have to wait until this weekend, but when I have some free time this weekend, I will do a full box opening on that, and it will be going onto our YouTube page, but for members only. We are going to continue doing that because it's something that's just fun that I really enjoy doing, is those pack openings, but I don't want to really post them on my main channel for everyone to see, because it will probably hurt the algorithm. I'm sure, I've seen it, it's happened, and could ultimately affect how fast our channel's growing, which is going amazingly thanks to you guys and all your support. So it's gonna go private only, for members only. If anybody out there listening is interested in that, you can join for $4.99 on, just hit that join button down below and you can become a member. You get these pack opening videos exclusively for members, and then you get some cool emotes. So just wanted to put that out there. It's something new I just started recently, so wanted to get everyone to know that that's out there, and those videos are going to be coming, so enjoy. And that's it for me. I am going to wrap it up here, and then we'll see you guys on the next video. I'm going to try my hardest to get a Rakdos deck out next. That's the hope. I have a really cool mono blue deck coming and a Rakdos deck coming, but still trying to fine tune them. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Till next time, peace.